Hello, this is Sunrise Game Dev. Today I will show you how to make an upward jumping game. You will create a character, use the left and right arrow keys to move, and press the spacebar to jump upward. The background will move to make it look like the character is rising into the sky. If the character falls off the platform or touches the edge, the game will be over. Now, let's start. Step 1. Making the ground. First of all, click on Paint to create a sprite for the ground. Then draw a rectangle and name it ground. Add a when green flag click block. Then go to X position and set Y to a certain position so the ground can lie at the bottom. Then add Show. Step 2. Make steps. Click on Paint to create a sprite for the step. Then draw a rectangle again. It does not have to be very large. Name it Step. Then add a when green flag click block and then hide. Add a set my variable block. Make a variable name spawn time, then set the variable in this block to spawn time. Set spawn time to 1.5, then make another variable named speed of steps. Set speed of steps to 0.8. Add a forever block. Then add wait 1 second and change the 1 second to the variable spawn time. Add a create clone of myself block. Then add when I start as a clone, show. And add the go to X and Y position block. Then set X to pick random minus 150 to 150 and Y equals 150. So the steps will spawn at the top part in a random horizontal position. Add forever, then change Y by speed of steps times -1, so the step will move down. Then add an if block and set it so that when it touches the ground, it broadcasts high ground. Add another if block and set it so that when it touches the edge, it deletes this clone. Then click on ground and add when I receive high ground, hide. So now when the step touches the ground disappears. And the step disappears when touch the edge after ground disappeared. Then we move to step 3, make the character. Click on Paint to create a sprite for the character. Here I draw a smiling character, but you can draw whatever you want. Then go to Code and add when green flag click. Add a variable named speed and set speed to 10. Create a variable named jump power and add set jump power to 16. Create a variable named gravity. Add set gravity to minus 1.6. Create a variable named y velocity, then add set y velocity to 0. Create a variable named canJump and add set canJump to 1. Add goal to x equals 0 and y equals minus 135. So the character will move to the center, slightly above the ground. If your character is big, change the y value so it will not touch the ground. Add a forever block. Add an if block, and when the right arrow key is pressed, add change y by speed. Then, if the left arrow key is pressed, change x by speed times minus 1. Add the block set a variable to 0, create a variable name onGround, and set onGround to 0. Add an if block. Now, we want the character to only jump when it is on ground or on the step. So, we set the condition to touching ground or touching step, and set onGround to 1. Add an if block, and when the space key is not pressed, set canJump to 1. So, when we are not pressing the spacebar key, the character is allowed to jump. Add an if block, use two AND operators, and set the conditions to space key press, canJump equal 1, and onGround equal 1. So, when the space key is pressed, the character is on the ground and can jump. It will jump. Add set y velocity to jump power, and add set canJump to 0. This is to ensure that when the character is jumping, we cannot press the spacebar again to jump up again. So, it will not jump continuously. Then, change y by y velocity and change y velocity by gravity. So the character will fall down due to gravity. Then add an if block, and if touching ground or touching step. And if y velocity is less than 0, set y velocity to 0, so it will stop falling. Now we can try. You can see now the character looks like it's sticking in the steps. We can make the steps thinner so it looks like the character is jumping on it rather than sticking in it. That's the end of part 1. Thanks for watching. In the next part, We will further polish the game so it looks more interesting. See you in the next video. Bye.